Okay, I've had a lot of questions on this type of a problem where we have John who took all of his money from his savings account and he spent $154, a randomly selected amount, on a radio and 4/7 of what was left on presents for his friends. Of the money remaining, John put 6/11 into his checking account and the last remaining $300 was left to charity. How much money did John originally have in his savings account? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to let M be the total amount of money that he originally had. And remember, he took all of it out. So we're going to spend all this money. So the first thing we're going to do is, what did John do? He took all the money out, that's M dollars, and he spent $154 on a radio. So the question is, what would be left? Well, you'd subtract $154. One thing that you could do is give yourself an easy example. An easy example might be, hey, if I had $200 and I spent 50 on a radio, how much do I have left? You'd have $150 left. Well, how did you get it? You would subtract it. So this is the amount of money that would be left after he spends that $154. And then basically what he did now is he's going to take 4/7 of what was left. Well, this is the amount that's left, and he's going to spend it. Okay, so this is the total that he has after that time. So if he's going to spend 4/7 of that, that means he's going to subtract away this. This is the money left after buying the radio, and he's going to spend 4/7 of it. Okay, so the question is, how much would actually be left? So there's two different ways to do it. You could go ahead and say, well, he's going to subtract away 4/7 of what was left. So if he had $150 left, you would take that times 4/7, but you don't know he has $150 left. He has M minus $154 left. So now this is like a variable. So this would be like X dollars left. So if we had X minus 4/7 X, that would be 3/7 X. So let me talk about this a different way. How much money does he have left after spending money on presents for his friends? The easier way to do this is if he's spending 4/7 of it, then that's going to leave 3/7 that he still has. So 3/7 of the amount after buying the radio is what is the money that he still has. So this is the money left. First one was after the radio, and the M minus 154 is after the radio, but this money, 3/7 of M minus the quantity, M minus 154, is the money left after buying the presents. Okay, so that's an easier way to come up with this. Otherwise, if we're calling this one, I'm going to change the color. If we call this, hey, X is the amount of dollars left, and he's going to spend 4/7 of it on presents, so that'd be 1X minus 4/7 X, or 7/7 X minus 4/7 X is 3/7 X. But of course, what's X? X was the amount that was left after buying the fan. So, or excuse me, after buying the radio. Sorry, he bought a radio here. So anyway, that's what's left at this point. Okay, so we're kind of done right here. So he's got 3/7 times the quantity M minus 154. You could multiply that through if you want, but I'm going to leave it this way for now. And I'm just going to think of that's how much money after he bought presents for his friends. Of the money remaining, so this is the money remaining because that's the dollars that are left in his pocket, so to speak. John put 6/11 of that into a checking account, and the remaining $300 was left to charity. So basically, he's going to take 6/11 of this and get rid of it. So once again, if we want to do kind of the easy way, we could say, or the hard way, we can say, well, this is what's left. He's going to get rid of 6/11 times what was left, which is actually times the 3/7 M minus 154, We could do it that way, go ahead and figure out this complicated formula and then simplify. But the reality is, if he's getting rid of 6/11ths of it, how much is he actually keeping? So he's going to keep 5/11ths of it. So 5/11ths would still be left after he put some into his checking account. So 6/11ths went into the checking account. That means 5/11ths of it did not go into the checking account. And so if we want to know how much he has left after putting money into the checking account, we can just multiply the fractions now. So 5 times 3 is 15, and 11 times 7 is 77. So it's 15/77 times the quantity M minus $154. And that's how much money he has left after putting money into his checking account. So basically, we're right here now. And now it says the last remaining $300 is left to charity. So what this means is this is the money that's left in his pocket, the 15/77 times M minus 154. So this equals $300 because that's all that was left. So what we need to do is then figure this out and try and simplify it. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to erase everything, hopefully. So if I erase this now, let's see if I can erase the whole screen. So it's 15/77 M minus 154. $15/77 times M minus 154. That was the amount remaining, which also equaled the $300 that was left in his pocket. So what we can do is we can clear fractions. We can multiply both sides through by 77. So 300 times 77 is $23,100. And what's that equal? That equals 15 times the quantity M minus 154. So what I could do to both sides now is I could divide both sides by 15. And if I do that, that gets rid of these here. 23,100 divided by 15 equals 1,540. And that is going to be equal to M, which is the original amount of money, minus 154. So to solve for M, to undo subtraction, we add 154 to both sides. And what we get is $1,694 is actually equal to M, which is the amount of money that he started with. Now that we have that answer, we can go back and we can check it in the original. And so let me see if I can remember it. I erased the problem. But if we started out with $1,694 and he spent $154 on a radio, that leaves $1,540. And then he was going to spend 6/11ths of that on his friends. So that means he's going to keep 5/11ths of it. So times 5 divided by 11 means that he still has $700 in his pocket. And out of that, he was going to put, I believe it was 4/7 of that into his checking account. Well, 4/7 of 700 is $400 into his checking account that goes away, which leaves the last remaining $300. So if you go back to the original problem and check all the steps along the way, we actually verified that $1,694 is the amount of money that John started with before he spent it all or gave it all away. So hopefully that helps. If not, reach out and let me know. Thanks.